So, hi friends, and welcome to Quick Vidya's daily cricket podcast. And today we'll be discussing three topics: one, Parthiv Patel's retirement; second, DRS; and third, the switch hit. And to discuss this, I have with me Manju. Hi, Manju.
Yeah, hi Sunit. Nice to be there.
So, Manju, Parthiv Patel announced his retirement today, and uh, to me, he was still like that baby-faced boy who had just started uh, his cricketing career, and we never realized that he's grown this old and he's like about to retire. So it was quite a surprise for me. So, what about
Yes,
you?
he's one of those rare people who doesn't need to force his certificates to look younger.
Yeah.
Like as lot of fraud has been reported in age group cricket. So he's a very pleasurable cricketer. Unfortunately, these two people, Karthik and Parthiv, could never hold their place in the side surely. So that
Hmm.
eventually led to the growth of MS who came at
Hmm.
that time, 2004 and 5. In fact, Karthik even made it as a batsman, but even Parthiv couldn't get a look in as long as MS was there.
Yeah.
So the a good thing which happened is he went back and Gujarat supported him well,
Hmm.
and he was able to reach the Ranji final with the Gujarat team, and he achieved a few of his cricketing milestones with Gujarat. That was a good thing to happen
Yeah.
in hindsight.
So, what would be your memory about Parthiv Patel?
Yeah, definitely him attempting to sledge Steve Waugh in his second penultimate test match. So that was one of the highlights. And also his keeping throughout the England tour in 2002 was quite good.
Hmm.
He didn't keep like it was a newbie. It was quite a assured hand from him behind the stump.
Hmm.
And keeping to Kumble is no mean feat on your first tour. And he did get a few glares, but he still kept well. So that was the lasting memory of him.
Yeah. And do you think that this IPL that went by, where he didn't get any chance, maybe contributed to this decision because he didn't get any game?
Yeah, it's possible because and maybe I don't know. See, he would have been able to play in another batting position because I feel he's a Ranji cricketer and is a seasoned campaigner. So if he could have been a finisher for RCB, God knows what would have happened. But the management just typecasted him as an opener and kept him only in as a backup. So definitely would have contributed. But even the lockdowns and the uncertainty, and also that the next domestic season is under a cloud as to how many games will be there when it will start.
Hmm.
So that also would have permitted him to take this decision. Maybe he's not motivated enough for the next season.
Hmm. And there could be a possibility that he already has something in his mind or something under his belt in terms of a coaching assignment or something like that, which might have prompted
Yeah,
him to take this decision now.
yeah, that is possible. Like maybe if he comes to Hindi commentary, he will be an asset because like we have seen his interviews before on the sidelines, That way he seems to be quite a good, like analytical mind is quite good. Reading the game is good. So
True.
hopefully he may come over to commentary. Yes.
Hmm. I just remember his one of his interviews he gave, I think last year,
Yeah.
during lockdown, where he said that he made his debut a little early than he should have. If he had been
Right.
given another year to develop as a player and then he got to make his debut, he might have been able to contribute better and be more consistent and find a place in the squad. So that's what his luck was, that he couldn't really get a permanent position in the squad. So
Right.
let's
Indian system at times makes it happen the other way.
hmm,
So that you can't say. Someone like Matthew Wade doesn't get much opportunity, and at the fag end now he's shining.
yeah,
So either way, you have to see the best of the both the worlds. I think.
yeah. At least he got to play IPL almost consistently until this season.
Exactly.
So that was a good thing.
Exactly. Yes.
So now let's move to this controversy that happened with the DRS, where a replay was shown before the DRS time was over. So what's your take on that? Any action required, or you think that was a one-off and we should move on?
No, because the DRS, the problem with DRS is it's the only place where maybe before a third umpire, the broadcaster may know whether it's out or not out. So
Hmm.
that becomes a more sensitive issue. So in this case, if the broadcaster is showing the pictures on the big screen,
Hmm.
that should be discussed with the match referee and the third umpire that what images to be shown on the big screen. Because even without the ball tracking, you cannot show the LBW dismissal on the screen. Then it is definitely going to affect the outcome.
Hmm.
And then they said because they showed the pictures, then they cannot ask for the review. And was within the 15-second limit.
Hmm.
So mainly the producers have to, because producers are capable of a lot of string pulling. We
Hmm.
have seen that in the Cape Town fiasco when Fanny de Villiers asked the cameraman to follow the ball throughout the day. Then they could find out Bancroft using the sandpaper.
Yeah.
So definitely, like if states can move mountains and even broadcasters too. So they should be brought in. That is the thing.
Yeah, I think in terms of what can be shown could be like documented and rules can be built around that.
Correct.
So and that can
Correct.
actually solve this problem.
Or the same thing is we wait for the umpire's decision and then show the image as the batsman is walking off
Hmm.
finally. Then
Hmm.
they can show the replay. I don't think that the people at the ground will complain or if their experience is being hampered by this. So these are certain things we will have to maintain. Otherwise, any other team also could have complained regarding that.
True,
So
true.
suppose it was a decisive game in this series at 1-1, it would have been much more controversial.
Yeah, and plus I think the Indians were not really wanting to take that review from what I saw. They didn't really,
Yeah.
they were not even thinking and just saw and uh, then started thinking about it. So in that sense
Right.
also they would
Because,
have thought that okay, let it go.
yeah, it may influence the fielding captain to take a review.
Hmm.
Uh,
So finally, let's move to the third topic, which is switch hit, which Ian Chappell has just created with his comments some controversy about that it should be banned, and Harsha Bogle actually supported him. So, what
hmm.
is your take on this? You think uh, such an action should be taken, or you think it's mere innovativeness and evolve? The game is evolving.
No, the thing is that see, if suppose there is one man less in the circle also, it is signaled as a no ball.
Hmm.
So, if you see lot of the laws, there is a lot of ambiguity, and definitely it is a batsman's game, as they say, and many laws are tilted in favor of the batsman. So the only way you can make this become less of an issue is if it is played less often. So after playing this, there has to be a few rules which allow the batsman to score more freely, which what big batches try to do by having an extra power play or that batch boost which they have said. So
Hmm.
these are few things they have. It's just in an experimental phase. But as of now, since we are always worried for the ticket sales, how they are going.
Hmm.
So, and the spectacle is important. And even Sir W.G. Grace, when he was adjudged out, he told the umpire that they have not come to see you, they have come to see me play.
Yeah.
So going with that, they should allow it for now, as there is nothing in the laws which are preventing them from playing it.
And
So
also there is a comment about that the bowler should also be allowed to bowl both right arm, left arm, and those kind of things, so that bowler also has some uncertainty under his sleeve. So I think that is a fair thing that can be done. That bowler can also come and suddenly bowl left arm if he wants to.
Right, but again, even the ambidextrous bowler, like if we have Kamindu Mendes is now is the only one in the circuit, franchise cricket going around. He also tells the umpire whether it is right or left.
Yeah.
So as far as bowlers, still nothing that has not moved ahead. So maybe it's still more time till we see that. But the practice of saying right arm over or right arm round, that is like ingrained. It's a fundamental part of the laws.
Hmm.
So that is something which will take some time to change or accept that way.
Yeah, I think the evolution will take
And
some
if
time.
you see on the side of the bowlers also, if you see from this issue, maybe you can in the cricket committee they can say that if you without changing your feet and without changing the way the bat is gripped, if
Hmm.
you are playing the shot, you are able to execute it, then well played. So maybe the switching of the hands, like how Peterson plays it, that
Hmm.
should be looked at mainly. So at
Yeah.
least when neither side is out, that you can look at it.
Yeah, I think they'll not be able to get enough power, and then most of them
Yeah,
would not play it. So in that sense, that could be also a fair decision, but
yeah.
then unlikely because it's more like a batsman game, and people come to see all these things. So,
True, true, true. Yeah, there were two birthdays of very interesting people.
hmm,
So one was Colin McCool.
hmm,
He was a member of Bradman's Invincible squad to tour England, but unfortunately he was injured, so he didn't get a single test match. He was a leg spinner, and he was quite a decent leg spinner. After taking 36 wickets, he averaged around 20, 24 or 26. And the other birthday is significant from an Indian point of view. It is of the Indian all-rounder Rumeli Dhar. So Rumeli Dhar has played from 2000 almost from 2005 to her last T20 was in 2018, and she's been a handy all-rounder along with and she's also partnered Yumi Goswami with the new ball in women's cricket. So she's been quite instrumental in India's World Cup campaigns in the past.
great. So thank you, Manju, for this new addition to the podcast, and we'll
Yeah,
keep looking for such interesting facts about the day and which people have the birthdays. So thank you, and
yeah,
let's close it here, and
yeah,
we'll come tomorrow again with some new topics.
yeah. Thanks a lot, Sunit. Good night.
Good night.